Hi friends, today I actually wanted to discuss about one major event which I think will have repercussions across the globe, right? Which is going to be specifically timelines of almost like December until around January end, right? And I personally feel this will have repercussions across the globe and possibly few countries which are going to be impacted much more. And I think any partners, because I'll tell you the premise, right? The premise is that China is, I'm going to discuss the horoscope of China, right? The intention obviously is in terms of discussing that in comparison to India, but more importantly, how because China has multiple partners where there are certain issues with certain partners, or with something like say Taiwan or Korea or even Vietnam that way, or maybe Philippines, right? So that is what I personally feel things are going to flare up a bit there, right? And I'm not saying that things will not flare up with India. With India also, surely they're going to flare up. But my understanding, the flare up is going to be limited. So there's a high possibility of a limited war kind of stuff. There's a possibility on the Indian front, but more importantly, there can be a decent flare up in the South China Sea kind of situation, right? Because the reason why I'm telling you, I'll actually would like to discuss how the Chinese horoscope is placed, right? And what are the repercussions it can have on China and obviously in terms of the global context. So I'm sharing the chart which I have based upon the data which I received from certain people, right? One minute, just. Yeah. This is the chart of China, right? Now, if I am looking at currently, because the Mahadasha, one, there are two things which are important, right? One, which we need to understand, China is currently running the Mahadasha of Mercury, right? Which started from September 2019. Okay, so we need to understand the timeline. Okay, September 2019 is started, and we know that probably Corona was practically the same kind of time period, right? Maybe October. Nobody knows for sure, but my understanding, approximately October, right? So you can see the instances. Okay. Now, why I'm saying this dasha is going to create a problem for China, and what are the consequences, right, in terms of the logics and how things are going to span up for them, right? Before that, I would like to say one placement which I'm always very skeptical about, to be honest. Whenever I've seen this placement in few horoscopes, right, I'm become extremely cautious, to be honest. That horoscope is whenever Mercury and Ketu are conjunct together, and the conjunction is less than 3 degrees or 4 degrees, not it has to be in between 10 degrees and 3 degrees, right? The distance between both the planets, right, should not be more than should be in the range of 3 degrees to 10 degrees, right? That one time I had seen Mercury and Ketu actually creating something which is very disastrous. I'll tell you the reason for that. Now, Ketu is Mercury's intelligence, right? And Ketu is ultimately the one who sucks, right? Who sucks that energy. And at certain point of time, it gives absolute another kind of form of energy as well, which is much more extensive energy, right? So whenever I've seen this placement creates two kind of people, right? One, it makes a person illogical, right? Second, the ego of the person becomes extremely high. Okay. And third, where the person actually gets into some bit of addiction, a mental issue. Okay. Now, if I look at the horoscope of China, Ketu is placed at 23 degrees. And simultaneously, if you look at Mercury, Mercury 1 is retrograde, right? And second, it is placed at 20 degrees. Okay. One is Mercury is placed in the nakshatra of Moon, where it is not considered that good, to be honest. But yeah, Mercury for China is not that bad either, right? Because Mars and Moon are creating a good yoga as well, technically. But this yoga gives them result after a steep fall first. Okay, and Ketu is in the nakshatra of Mars. Okay, now whenever we are looking now, if you look at the Dasa sequence of China, right? Ketu has started from 25th January 2020 till 15th of March 2020. Okay, again very critical period. If you look at the specific timelines, right? This was the time when the COVID actually flared up a lot in China. Because post 15th of March, things actually started stabilizing for them. So we can understand the Ketu is actually, because Ketu as such is a virus as well, because Ketu represents biotechnology, pharma, XYZ, right? So Ketu is a virus as well. So Ketu has actually created that problem. And afterwards, Venus, Sun, Moon, Dashas came, but they were not that bad Dashas for China. So there was a bit of recovery. However, the broader contour or the broader macro level curve for China is not very conducive in next at least 17, 18 years. Now in this Mercury Antardasha, they're going to be a Dasha of Mars in between, which is going to start from 7th of December till 25th of January 2021, right? This is something which is pretty negative for the partners of China, anyone who is into partnership or who's into a relationship, because if we see Mars is placed in the house, 7th house, it is debilitated. Important thing is the nakshatra in which Mars is placed is Mercury's nakshatra, which is Ashresha. The issue again is whenever Mars sits in the nakshatra of Mercury, right, it makes a person extremely argumentative, right? Now, because Mars is negative, so it's going to be extremely negative, illogical, to be honest. One side, China Dasha is speaking about illogical and hot-tempered, plus illogical, hot-tempered, and high ego kind of situation. Second side, once the Mars comes, which is the Lord of 7th house, right, and the sitting in the nakshatra of Mercury, so it's going to be an argumentative, forceful argumentation, technically, right? So this is the period when I think personally feel that they're going to be a limited war or there going to be some aggression from the side of the China, and which will have ramifications. Why? Because ultimately there are few countries who are involved, right? Taiwan, I guess, maybe the potential target first. Maybe India is another one. But yeah, China technically has problems with all the 10, 12 countries who are surrounding it, right? The one who has a border with China has some sort of problem with China. But what is going to be the impact? Now, the impact is going to be one, obviously, with respect to China. Plus, in addition, it will have a wider ramification worldwide, right? Because in this kind of horoscope, what I have seen another thing is because logical people can understand the way you talk, right? Or what you're talking. Because if you're talking logical people will understand. But if you're not talking logic, right, people won't understand it. So that is the world overview of the Chinese policy as well. So technically, China is getting into something which is much more argumentative, illogical kind of stuff. So whether people will respond positively or not respond positively is dependent upon people, right? If they're logical people, they will respond positively. But if there are people who are not logical, there are certain countries who are not logical, because maybe I'll say fundamentalist countries is one of those countries, right? They will probably agree or disagree. That depends upon them, because they're going to be probably looking at financial help much more. So in that particular context, the issues is with China, and one issue obviously is the horoscope. I'll not say horoscope, but technically what the things are showing up. But more importantly, because I personally feel there's a collective or consolidated front which is getting up against China. And that is something which can have wider ramifications, because post this, China is going to get into another dasha, which is again Ketu, where there's a high possibility of, let's say, very high possibility of another corona kind of virus flaring up, right? But for China, next 19 years are bad. High possibility they're going to be some bit of it, disintegration. And there are two things which I want to be slightly skeptical, but that is what my feel is. Okay, I'll tell you two things. Till now, India had been on a, I'll say, much more. India always had been a back foot kind of policy, neutral policy, right? And even towards China, India always had a point where they used to be taking things back a bit, right? But I don't know. My understanding this time, things can be very different as well. I personally feel maybe whenever we are talking about maybe a limited war, which the period is again December mid till January end, right? Maybe India may be the aggressor as this time. There's a very high possibility, right? Another possibility, which I personally feel might, but because the Dasha sequence of India is better, okay? So India is not getting into a all-front war kind of situation with China. However, there is a possibility because this war may bring India, obviously, war. If there's a war, there are going to be losses everywhere, which is okay, which I understand. Everybody understands it, right? But probably in the strategic sense, it is going to give a positive flip to the Indian position. So might be another option, which I personally feel can happen. Maybe India supports Taiwan full-fledged. There's a possibility. So maybe like a united force defending Taiwan. Who knows what is there in, because I haven't seen the horoscope of Taiwan, to be honest. But things are not looking good, and things are not. This will have wider ramifications not only on stock markets but practically everywhere. Right. So that was my intent to show it. In addition, we predicted about the stock market. The latest video, I guess you guys would have seen, right? Where we said that till 28th, the index will make a bottom, short-term bottom, and 29th onwards, I guess things are going to look up again. But that's again 2-3 days of trading bounce. After that, things are not looking good to me at all, generally speaking, right? So that at the moment is more or less, I guess, we are in line because markets actually started falling from last 2-3 days, right? They're going to fall more. So 28th is the bottom day, right? So my understanding, please, if you think things are okay, please subscribe, because not with the intention that I need some subscribers and all, right? Generally speaking, but probably certain things can help you in your maybe financial planning is one thing, maybe astrology or certain combinations can be another one as well, right? So my intention is just to help whatever best way I can, and that is what I'm doing. Thanks a lot, friends. Thanks for time.